Hello friends, how are you doing? Hope you all are doing great. Today's video is going to be more of an educational video. We had a lot of rug pulls and shutdowns in the past 2 to 3 days, and the famous ones are the Profitmax, Revolits.io, Aufin.biz, Starix.biz, the Metafi Yielders, and the famous of all, COTP. And people have lost thousands of dollars into these platforms. As we all know that our focus should be on learning and earning will automatically follow it. So in today's video, I'll let you know how you can find a new HYIP project. Should you join it or not? And if yes, when to join it and when not to join it. I'll break down various projects with respect to their risk reward ratios. Finally, I'll share with you some secrets and some tips that I have been following that you can follow as well to minimize your risks. And for your ease understanding, I'll leave timestamps to various sections of the video so that you make sure to go back and forth to connect various nodes for better understanding. So without any further ado, let's get started. As we all know that we all have been a victim to rug pulls like Profitmax, Aufin.biz, Revolits.io, COTP, Starix.biz, and Metafi Yielders in the past few weeks or the past few days. And a lot of people have lost their life savings into it, which is, which does not sound good to the eye and does not feel pleasing to the heart. So for that reason, I have made this video. It's going to be an educational video where we will learn a lot of new things. So make sure to watch this video till the end so that you don't miss any of the important parts or any of the experience that I have for the past few years that I'm going to share with you guys. So there are three must things that you must cater for before investing into any website. The first one is the website should be under a week old. The second one is the website can return your investment anytime that you want. And the third one is the website holds good on URL void. Moving on to the first one, where website is under a week old. This means that you should get into the website as early as quick as possible. The more you are late, the more chances are that you get scammed. So better is to get in as early as quick as possible. At most you should get in before a week. If you are late after a week, do not go for it, do not join it, so that you minimize your risk reward ratios. Moving on to the second one, which is website can return your investment anytime that you want, which means that there are few websites that lock your funds for a particular amount of days. They offer you various plans where you have to lock your investment amount. Like if I talk about Aufin.biz, they lock your amount for like 7 days or whatever the time period is, and you cannot withdraw your funds before that. On the other hand, there are a few websites that previous one like Revolits.io. If you ask them to release your funds, they give you a cut at your investment like 15%, and then they release your funds. So the website should be able to return your investment anytime that you want. It is also a must. The third one is the website holds good on URL void. URL void is a website that checks if any platform is scam or not. It lets you know what are the loopholes in the website and tells you, gives you a clearer picture either you should go in or not. Then I'll let you know why these rug pulls occur. Okay, the first one is the website hits a milestone. Whenever a website like this is planned, it has to shut down at a particular moment in time, and things like this are planned way beyond our imagination in advance. Before making the website, they know when they have to shut the website, so they have planned everything. They have their funds to give it to the referrals, those people who are like inviting other ones. So they have the complete map of what they are going to do and how they are going to do. So when they hit a particular milestone, the milestone can be in terms of number of users, it can be in terms of the amount of investment that get deposited. So if that number of users, either in most of the cases, as per my knowledge, as per my experience, I have seen that 10,000 members is a limit that when it hits, the most of the projects go for a shutdown. And moving on to the uh, that deposit amount, it is when the website thinks that this is the amount that they have to get, and after that they leave the website. So website cannot handle more traffic. Whenever a website is made, it has to have a hosting and a domain name. So a hosting is something that gives sustainability to a website. A good hosting gives it a lot more sustainability in terms of people interacting with the website at a particular amount of time. So by the end of you can say 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, the number of users increase so much that the website is no more able to handle a lot of inquiries or a lot of transactions or a lot of interaction between the website and the user. So as a result of that, the user faces interruption in communication with the website, and what happens is that the user thinks that they are going for a rug pull, and he starts taking out his money from the website. And as soon as he does that, the website feels like something's wrong and they shut down the website. Moving on to the third point is that as a result of other websites shut down. Now, when, if you remember, if you are like a frequent investor in these websites, as soon as Revolets.io has shut down, you saw that the Aufin.biz also had problem with its website. You see that Coinspay also had a problem with its with its website, and a lot of platforms, they work in a similar way. They have like similar sort of website design, and they all then feel like the people are going to take out the funds. Now, what will happen that if I have been scammed in Revolets.io and I have my funds in Pegasus, or I have my funds in any of the other projects, then I'll start taking them out. So if I'll do that, it will force the website to shut down so that no more people are able to withdraw their funds. And people start making negative reviews. Now, as I told you that when you are not able to make interaction with the website in a good manner, or your interaction is being interrupted either due to the domain or either due to the hosting, then what happens that people start making videos, post them on the YouTube, or start making blogs about the website not working well. At that point of time, the website also goes for a shutdown, and rug pulls mostly occur because of these four factors. If there are more, there can be, but as per my knowledge and as per my experience, I have seen and I have observed these four, you can say, flaws, and it has worked really great for me. I have not been scammed in Revolets.io. I took my funds out. I have not been scammed in Aufin.biz. I took my funds out. I have not been scammed in Coinspay. I took my funds out, and so did my community. I have a very small community of 30 to 35 members, and I keep them posted about everything. And the latter parts of the video, I'll show you the screenshots where my you can say community has thanked me for taking them out on time. And as soon as I took them out on time, the next day the website is gone. And all this was the result of these 4 points that I have just shown in front of you. Now, there are three types of projects, and it is very important to understand what these projects are and how are they going to affect your investment, affect the website's working, and affect how you are going to go with it. The first one is low risk. The second one is obviously medium risk, and third one is going to be high risk. With low risk, you get low reward. With medium risk, you get medium reward, and with high risk, you get high rewards. Moving on to the low risk websites. So low risk websites gives you returns per week. You can get like 1 to 3% or 4% per week. They don't give you returns per day. They have long-term sustainability. because no more people are trying to like interact with the website every day. The transactions are not being done. Even if they are being done, they are being done on a weekly basis. Therefore it's long term sustainable. It is good for team builders. For like me, I have a good community of people who trust me. I take them out on time, I bring them in on time, and it's good for me if I take them for low risk projects. And my team members know me, and I know each and every one of them. I know where they have invested, and I call each and every one separately and tell them to do like take out the funds, get into it, and things like this. For example, the Novatech and Paribia are the two examples of the low risk platforms. But they give you a very little returns. Like if I talk about Novatech, they give you like you can say 0.5 or 0.9% per week. Now, what is medium risk? Medium risk platforms give you return per day, and the return can be about 1% to 4%. They are medium term sustainable, like more frequent interaction between user and website, more frequent transactions are being carried out, so it is less term sustainable, so which means that it is of medium risks. Finally, it is feasible for team builders. It is not that good for team builders, but it is feasible, because at the end of the day they have to shut down their website, and a lot of people have eventually go back to their uplink, and it's going to turn everything on him. So it is feasible for team builders, but not that good for the team builders. Example is Metafi Yielders and Pegasus. The Metafi Yielders worked for about quite a long time, and then Pegasus, which is still there and it's working fine. And then comes the high risks and high rewards, which is like most of the people are into it, and most of the people want to get great returns out of any platform. Gives returns per day. It can give you a return of about 12% or more per day, and most of the websites that I have seen that have scammed are like giving 100%, are like 200% per day, which most of them go for a scam. Otherwise, some of them can give you like 100% for one day, but the very next day or the third day they are going for a shutdown. They are low term sustainable. By low term, I mean at most a week, not more than that. And they're not feasible for team builders. Obviously, if I have a team, I would never recommend my users, my community to go inside a project which is going to last for about 3 days. I tell them that it's a project, but it's on them if they have to invest in or not. Examples are Profitmax, Coinspay, Revelets.io. Now, here are a few secrets that I have learned over the years, and I want to share with you. I have shared with my community as well. And now I have made this video specifically so that you guys get to know what I have lost in the past years. I don't want you to suffer from that. The first one is check when the website was launched. There are various ways and methods that you can check to see when the website was launched. One of the ways is URL void. URL void tells you when the website was launched, when the domain name was registered, and even the website itself tell you that when it was launched. So it is pertinent that you know when the website was launched, so that it's a prerequisite to how you are going to join the project. As I told you, if the project is more than a week old, then don't go into it. The second one, does the website return your investment on anytime? So as I told you before as well, the website should be able to return your investment anytime that you want. That can be in the form of a cut as well. They can take a 15 or 20% cut and then give you the returns. That can be free as well, but as long as it gives you your investment back anytime, it's fine. The third one is withdrawals are manual or automatic. This one is very important to understand, and the reason I'm going to tell you right now. What happens is that when you go into a website that is manually withdrawal, what happens is that when you go for a withdrawal, it takes a little time. For example, maybe an hour or two. So you make two withdrawals, three withdrawals, four withdrawals, and then you get used to a delay of like 2 to 3 hours or 4 hours, or like max 5 hours or 6 hours. But when they go for a rug pull, you are in a state of mind that they are delaying because it's a manual withdrawal, but they have already gone for a rug pull. So you never know that they have gone for a rug pull or they are making the delay because the website, the withdrawals are manual. In case of automatic withdrawals, your withdrawals reach your wallets within at most 2 minutes. So make sure that the website, or prioritize that the website should be an automatic withdrawal. And a few tips that I'll share with you, and it is pertinent that you learn from them, because learning is uh, the most important part here. First one is, do not FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. If you feel like people have gone into a project and they're making a lot of money, and you see it after 3 days that people are already into it, and now you want to join, don't join. Please do not get into FOMO, do not get into greed. If you do this, you're going to lose a lot. The market is designed in such a way that it gives you opportunities every day. Believe me, every day there are lots of opportunities presented in front of you. So if you miss one, there is nothing wrong. But if you take it and if you lose your amount, then it's wrong, because it's your hard earned money. It's not something that you have gotten from a charity. So you have to go about it like you don't have to get into greed, and you don't want to lose it. Eventually, by the end of time, another opportunity will pop out. What happens is that people lose their assets or their funds in a project, and when the better projects comes in front of them, they don't have funds to invest in. So wait for the time, so that you get a proper entry into any project. Second one is do your own research. There are lots of influencers on the internet, on YouTube, on Google, who will tell you to join a project under their link, this and that. Make sure do your own research, which is the pertinent part here. If you do your research by yourselves, you will get a lot of things cleared, and you further no more have a need to look for an influencer, for an expert who will tell you to go in a project or not. I have told you all the things previously in the previous slide and the first slide as well. If you cater for those things only, you are going to learn a lot. Third one is diversify your funds. Even after 5 years or 6 years of my experience in this field, I cannot tell you with a 90 or 100% guarantee that how much a project is going to last for. Okay, which means that I am at high risk. But this there are two types of things that you can do to minimize your risk. The first one is active measures, the second one is passive measures. Active one is not to get into it. Active one is to go and ask the project manager. You have to have a direct link with him, and you have to be the one who gets the first hand knowledge of when the project is going to shut down. This is active measures. The passive measure is to minimize that risks. So for that matter, you have to diversify your funds. What I mean by that is, to not invest into a single project. You may find a project 100% guaranteed to work for a week, but that might not last for even a day. So if you put your all of the funds into one project, you're going to lose all of them. So it is pertinent that you diversify your funds into various projects. So if one of them even shuts down, the second one's profit make you a complete capital of how much you invested in all of them. So this is how it works. Then is get in early and get out early. You should be the first ones to get inside. In terms of investors, you should be the top two amongst the top 200. And in getting out early, I mean, if you have run about one cycle or two cycle, or at max three cycle of 24 hours, you should get out. Eat less but eat good, which means that do not fall into greed, because in human being is a greedy nature. No matter how you try to control yourselves, you are gonna get fall into the greed. But try to avoid it. uh, Try to train your mind in such a way that it avoids it. I know it's difficult. It was difficult for me as well, but now by the grace of God Almighty, I have controlled myself, and I know when to go in and when to go out. But that happens only after a lot of practice, a lot of you can say failures, a lot of learning. But it is good that somebody is telling you his experience. You should learn it the easy way. Do not invest your savings or a loan. Now, in the past projects, the reason for me making this video was again that people had invested their savings and they didn't know what to do now. And I have seen various screenshots where people were saying, please, for the sake of God, return this and that. This was my life savings, and or I have taken a loan. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. If you do that, you are going to get emotionally unstable. You are going to disturb your private and public life as well. So do not invest anything that is your saving or a loan, and invest anything that you want to lose, that you can afford to lose. Okay, sorry for that first sentence. Then failure is the part of learning. You get fail a number of times. That does not matter. What matters is that you don't get up. Failure makes you get down, but that's part of your learning. When you get down, you build your muscles, you get back up. But what is wrong is that you don't learn from your failures. You commit the same mistake again. You commit the same mistake again and again. If you fail for one reason, it does not matter. But if you fail for the same reason twice, now that's something that you have to cater for. So make sure that a mistake you have committed once, make it a rule, write it down somewhere where you can see it every day, and then just look at it and do not repeat it again. Finally, you have a good mentor who cares. I have seen lots of influencers, lot of people who have like thousands of members in their groups, so they cannot be a good guide to them. They cannot tell them when to get in, when to join, because they don't care for them anymore, because there are a lot of them. So it is necessary that you have a mentor, you have someone who cares for you, who cares for your funds as if it is his funds. Let me take you, with that being said, let me take you to a few screenshots where I have saved my you can say team or my community from these rug pulls that have occurred in the past few days. So as I told you, it's very important to have a good mentor if you want to minimize your risks. I'll share with you how I saved my community from the three rug pulls that appeared previously, which was the Profitemax, Revolets, and Aufin. The first one is Profitemax. If you look at this screenshot on the right, you can see that I told my community that it's a reply to my one of my after the Revolut scam. So what is he saying? That you saved me from Revolut scam. Now, as you said, I will be out of Profitmax by tomorrow. I want to reinvest all my profits in this platform you're talking about. Please let me know if deposits are working and withdrawals. Okay, you see that this person came out of Revolets, and the very next day he is ready to come out of Profitmax, and he did come out of Profitmax, and the very next day the Profitmax went for a scam. So here you can see that how I saved him, or how I saved my community. On the top, my community is of 33 members. uh, I saved my there is nothing to like boast about, but I'm telling you the importance of mentorship here. Moving down, again, I am telling him that, guys, as I told you again and again to get out of Profitmax, and today their website is shut down. We have saved ourselves from massive rug pull. Congratulations to all those who took action on my call. Keep yourself updated and let me know before investing your funds anywhere. I'm happy that we all are safe. Now look at this person is saying that, yeah, thanks man for doing so much for us. Cannot thank you enough. You deserve a lot of appreciation. The second one is saying, thank you so much. I had withdrawn yesterday itself. You see, this is the importance of having a good mentor who understands the things, who understand how the websites basically work. Now coming over to the Aufin.biz. Now this was about midnight with me when I told him to it's an emergency call, guys, take your funds out of Aufin.biz as soon as possible. And this now he said that, okay, I can't take it out, only tomorrow. I hope that they will be around by then. And then the next one said, okay, got it. And then finally I said, oh, again, that was an emergency call. Yesterday and today they did an rug pull. They went for a shutdown. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe they'll recover it back because of the Often tokens launch, but they are like down. The third one was Revolets.io. Here I can show you the message where I have said that, guys, as I told you that to secure your funds from Revolets.io, they made an official announcement that the project is closed. If you paid heed to my advice of the day before yesterday, you would have saved yourself. Congratulations to all those who took the action. And down on 2nd of June, you can see that it was a reminder to invest in Profitemax as early as possible. It's the second day and we should be out from the website tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Keep withdrawing your early profits at a regular interval. So this is how I save my community. I care for them, and um, I can go to any limits for my community. So if you want to be the member of my team, I'll link my Telegram group, and this is my Telegram channel basically. I'll link my Telegram group where we can interact frequently in the description of this video. Make sure to click on it, have a look at complete chat up and down, and after that, only if you feel like joining, then click on that join button and be the part of my team. I'd be more than happy to assist you guys. I'll be more than happy to have you in my under my team. And finally, life is the best teacher. If you don't understand the easy way, it teaches you the hard. It's not hard, it's a hard way. So this is what I have learned after 5 years, that life eventually teaches you. It teaches you either the easy way or either the hard way. If you understand it the easy way, it's good. If you want to understand it the hard way, it will teach you eventually. And by hard way, I mean if tomorrow you lose your funds, it will teach you the hard way, and then you want to reinvest again. And if you again go for the same mistake, it will teach you again and you will go again. And finally, if you don't understand, you will leave this business of passive income and you'll go and join some other stream, which means that life has taught you that it was not your path where you were going. So this was an end to this video. I hope that this educational video you have found it very interesting and educational as well. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort to like jot them down and then make a video and then post it. And afterwards, as you all know that my previous YouTube channel was removed from YouTube, I had to face a lot of difficulties. Make sure to jot down your comments as well into the comment section if you don't understand anything. I'll link my Telegram group in the description as well. Make sure to join that group as well. And finally, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss any of the important updates, tips and tricks that we share on this channel. So hope to see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace out.